Before even getting fully into the topic, I'll just say this video will contain spoilers, and don't mind the bad Photoshop. That's just for, fun effect. Anyway, in this, we're going to be discussing, essentially, the theories and guesses of the magics for Vanica and Dante. And if you haven't seen the spoilers, like I said, there's going to be spoilers. I'm not going to do the full chapter review until the official translation's coming out. Trying to do that for weekly Shonen Jump series, and hopefully more, more series, more magazines get on this whole subscription-based, simul release, whole kind of thing that Shonen Jump's been doing. Make it a lot easier to support official releases than just waiting months for a volume. But as it is, we're going to talk specifically, not about the chapter, not about the next chapter of Black Clover, but specifically something that is revealed in it. Now, I did a video, I think it was like last week or the week before, just theorizing what Zeno's magic would be, and, playing on his name, and, the other translation that we've seen as Xenon, like, oh, well, what if he's using, like, the element Xenon, and, he uses plasma or something crazy. But if you have seen the spoilers, you know what I'm talking about, of what his magic actually is. And if you haven't, I'll just pull it up really quick, because it's a pretty simple magic, but it's one of those ones that you see it and you're just like, God damn it, I can't wait to see more of that. Xeno straight uses bone magic, which is, pretty raw badass. I don't think anybody's gonna be like, oh man, I wish you got something crazier. It's like, you're gonna get so many badass panels and spells from this. I mean, just this one alone, he's got like this giant like array of bone tendrils coming all out around him, which is awesome. But we're not talking about Zeno this video. We're going to be talking about Vanica and Dante. One thing we do know about the Dark Triad is during the whole flashback when Ralph was saying, the Zolgratis siblings were, the betraying the Spade Kingdom, I think it's safe to assume that the Dark Triad are related. Whether or not they're cousins or brother-sister is completely unknown. I think it's safe right now to assume that they are related. And what do we know about people related by blood in Black Clover? Okay, well, let's look at, I think, the best example. That being the Vermilions. Because not only do we have the base Vermilions, we had, like, straight from the main house, using fire magic in 3 variations between Marileona, Leopold, and Fuegoleon, where Marileona is like a straight, big, heavy, close combat hitter. You have Fuegoleon, who's more of like a big range kind of caster. Leopold, we don't really know what his thing will be at the moment. And then we have over in, their cousins with Kirsch and Mimosa, more of plant-based. So you know that it's going to stick around the elements with them. At the same time, though, it's within... it's going to be within somewhat vicinity of the others, depending on how far, like, related by blood they are. But right now, let's just assume that Vanica, Dante, and Zeno are brother-sisters. I mean, they could be cousins, they could not even be related by blood, who knows? Let's just go brother-sister for right now. And so, that means that their magic would at least be somewhat close to Zeno's. And Zeno's bone magic, so what are we going to get from these guys? Some form of other crazy body mutation magic? Something like, are we going to get, like, another blood mage? Like, I know we have the Witch Queen, but, I mean, blood magic is, like, something that you can do so many different things for. You can just straight have, like, some form of body manipulation magic. One of the characters in Tabata's previous series, Hungry Joker, that was like one of his things, is he could straight fully mutate his body at will and do all this kind of crazy stuff. And I'm wondering, like, how much of that is going to come into play here, because we do know Tabata thinks ahead. We do know he's definitely somebody who plans ahead pretty largely when it comes to, laying out his story. He's pretty consistent, and he likes to keep a lot of things in a theme. And so not only are the Dark Triad or magics are probably going to be close to each other, I think they're all going to fit into that, what he's going with this. I mean, he's the Dark Triad, and the first one to show up's got bone magic with some big, horrific, skeletal, like, I can't even say spider. He's got way more than 8 legs, or octopus. I guess it'd just be more some form of skeletal monstrosity. I mean, this is like his go-to spell. We haven't even seen like any big ones. But as it is, there's that whole like idea of like, well, okay, well, how are Vanica and Dante going to, you know, somehow branch from this into their own magics? Again, I'm just seeing like some form of like flesh magic, like straight flesh, like manipulation, you know, some form of giant flesh construct, some like straight horror creature, which I think would fit really well into like the design of what we're getting with the Spank Kingdom. And just a side note, I actually didn't even realize that. I thought it was pretty funny. Is and the one I'm using for Dante from Bloodman, it is all snowy there, so it fits in the Spade Kingdom. Regardless of which, I am looking forward to more speculation. Hopefully, before we get to them, we get some hints, maybe some you know, just some like little notes dropped by them with some characters hinting at what their magic is, so there's more speculation instead of just like. I mean, it was cool finding out what Xeno's magic was, but I wish we got more mystery to it. I am very excited to see more of it, though. I mean, bone magic, like I said, that's a straight raw type to get. I mean, really, like, you just imagine, like, the kind of panels we're gonna get. Because it's not just gonna be, like, oh, he shoots giant spikes. He's gonna have, like, a reinforced body, because he's gonna be able to harden his own bones. He's gonna have, like, giant skeletal constructs. He's probably gonna have some cool stuff, like, I just imagine kind of like when Sasuke had his Susanoo armor, like in its early stages, and he had the giant Susanoo like bone arms, like to attack. Like, just imagine that, like, Xeno just swipes his hand and a giant bone arm comes out. I mean, we can kind of pull that over with Vanica and Dante, but like with a giant flesh creature or a giant blood one, that would actually be really cool. Just thinking about it really quick, is that you have one that's bone, one that's blood, and one that's flesh. And then the three of them combined are like form the body for Megicula. It's like some monstrous like demon titan. Oh my god, Tabata, please do something like that. I mean, I didn't even plan to have that in the video, but just like thinking about it is so cool. Hope so. I'm really hoping so. I mean, we will see. Even more so, I just noticed, because the character I used for Dante is named Bloodman, so it even fits even more so. We'll see, though. It's gonna be a while for those two. With Xeno, it was kind of a toss-up, because we knew that he was gonna be, you know, the acting one, as he was the first one shown. He was gonna be the one that kind of goes out and gives first demonstrations. Dante probably being last, as he seems to be, you know, the king of that whole group. But as it is, we'll have to wait a little bit. And until then, drop a comment below what you guys would like to see from Dante and Vanica. Again, I think it's going to be something closely related. I don't think they're going to be as, like, far separated, because they're siblings, and there's got to be some form of connecting point between their magics that, you know, show, you know, bloodline connection. Other than that, though, comment below, thumbs up the video, friend the like button, and subscribe button, and check out my other videos. But other than that, I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed, and thank you all for listening. Bye.